Hi everyone, this is Kaushika from B.Sc Computer Science Department, Maharashtra Women's College of Arts and Science. Today I'm going to review a book which is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. Viktor E. Frankl was an Austrian Jewish psychiatrist which pioneered logotherapy, a form of existential analyzing focused on finding meaning in life. At the eve of the World War II, Frankl was offered a visa to move to the United States by the US Embassy in Vienna. But he turned down this opportunity in order to care for his parents. In 1944, Frankl was transported to the concentration camp and other successive camps, when he was endured an harrowing and unspeakable experience. In 1945, Franklin's camp was liberated by American soldiers and Frankl returned to his native Vienna, where he engaged his groundbreaking research on logotherapy and gained international fame for his teaching and finding meaning in life. Viktor Frankl photograph from the Oregon Post. Man's Search for Meaning is two-part account. The first half discusses Franklin's experience at the concentration camp, and the second half is compressed of university applicable lessons from Franklin's struggle. The book is an absolute treasure. There are few such expective, overwhelming, and absolutely honest accounts of life in the concentration camp. Frankl describes of an emotional, spiritual, and social dynamics of his experience as well as that of other prisoners is extremely humbling and beautiful. The thought of suicide, he recalls, was entertained by nearly everyone, if only for a brief time. It was born of the hopelessness of the situation, the constant danger of death, longing over us daily and hourly, and the closeness of the death suffered by many of the others. Meanwhile, in the second half, Franklin's success does not impossible others sharing his account of life in a concentration camp. He shares with posting how we can learn from his experience. The notation initial I found externally strange. My life is not remotely like Franklin's experience, so I was hesitated to even think about how horrors of Franklin's experience could relate to my own life. However, Franklin's lessons is phrases the single most important lessons of life. A concept describes in an all world great religions. Franklin explained in such simple language the importance of finding and cultivating meaning and purpose in our lives, and of doing so can provide each of us with the strength to survive, regardless of the severity of our trials and hardships. Concentration camp photography from the Holson Research Project frankly incomplete us throughout the book what we have in our own life if we have nothing of the world. Who are we if we do not have our degrees, our families, and our house and our name? If someone always is taken from us, what defines us, what keeps us going, and why? In Franklin's experience at the concentration camp, he saw two types of men. The first type were those who one day came, and the conclusion, the walking up every day just to submit hard labors and scrap by when that was so certain meant that life was useless and they might as well give up. Franklin said that discussing factors was one of the ability to find meaning and teach everyone that our ability to find the precious meaning will strengthen us in a child big or small phrases must. A short note. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing. The last of the human freedom to choose one's attitude is any given set of circumstances to choose one's own way. says Viktor E. Franklin in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. It is possible to see the goodness in life when everything falls apart. He says it is possible if we have a strong reason to live, simple a purpose.